Hey guys, it's Daniel, and I'm back. Forgive my hair, I tried fixing it, but I gave up. Welcome to episode 2 of... I'm filming this on the same day, so I don't know what I titled this yet, and someone just did something on my phone. This episode of this series is focusing on the part of the process of getting glasses where you take your prescription that you got from the doctor's office, which you saw in episode 1, and if you haven't seen that, you can click up here. Thank you very much. And I just finished up with that, and before I get started, I want to promote episode 3, which I'm still really excited about because that's not happening today, and it's not happening tomorrow or the next day or the next day, because the guy at LensCrafters, which is where I went, said that it'll take 10 to 14 days for my glasses to actually be on the face. So it's kind of a bummer. I thought I wouldn't get them today, and then I thought I would, and then I'm not getting them today, so it's back to square one, but not really. So basically the only footage that I got inside of LensCrafters was the intro clip that you saw because they had eyes on me kind of like a hawk. This was super, super exciting because I was choosing the lenses for my glasses. So if you're not familiar with what lenses are, I'm sorry, frames. I'm choosing the frames. These are lenses. The frames is like the style. So take off the blue of these sunglasses and all you have left is the frame. Now I'm gonna wait until episode 3 to actually reveal what frames I got, which frames I got, whatever. I do have them selected right now, and I do have a picture on my phone of me wearing them in store, which is really exciting. I sent them to one of my best friends, Ray, so shout out to you, girl, love you. And she's the only person who has seen what I look like in my new glasses besides me and everyone in LensCrafters that was drooling over me. I am a huge fan of these glasses, like, wow. So basically I'm gonna walk you through what happened here. I'm already 3.5 minutes into filming and I haven't even started the little story. So basically I walked in and I said, I have a prescription, and she thought that, I guess like you have to renew your prescription like every 2 years or so to keep up with these deteriorating eyeballs on your face, and that kind of sucks, but you know, it's for the better. So she was like, oh, this is your first pair, and I was like, heck yeah, I'm really excited. And she was like, oh, this is gonna like be really cool, and the guy was like, this is gonna be life-changing, and I was like, life-changing? What? And I kind of think so too, because something that I forgot to mention in episode 1 was, that sounds like really weird that I'm saying episode 1, but whatever. In the first episode, I forgot to mention that I was feeling really tired like all the time, and I was hoping and still hoping that getting glasses will help with that. I wouldn't really classify it as fatigue, but maybe it was. We had a little bit of trouble with the insurance. They weren't really sure if I had the insurance that the doctor said I had, but it turns out I did, but they couldn't like verify it for some reason. So they ended up giving me a discount that they provide for customers. It was like if you get a frame purchase, then with like a lens, you get 40% off or something like that. So I ended up getting 40% off the purchase for one pair of prescription glasses. They are, I'm not gonna say the brand either. For one pair of prescription glasses, this particular brand, which I will reveal in episode 3, it was over $600. And my dad was estimating that it would be $200 to $300 because he's worn glasses for the longest time and he goes to LensCrafters as well. So basically the perimeter of the store had glasses frames, and in like the back there was like kids glasses, and then it went from like cheap and then, or not cheap, just inexpensive. I'm sure they're good quality. And then it had various brands. And then in the middle they had the luxury brands, which I didn't even take a look at because I knew that I wouldn't want to buy one of those because then I wouldn't be able to live here because we'd spend all our money on those glasses. So I ended up going with one of the brands on the wall. It wasn't the inexpensive, it wasn't the kids obviously, and I wasn't sure, I'm still not sure if it was a unisex brand or particularly a men's brand, but I thought they looked really, really good on me. I'm a huge fan of them, and I don't know, like, I feel like I look better with glasses, kind of, and I've kind of been thinking about that as this has been kind of gearing up, you know, since I made the appointment and stuff. So they gave me a frame tray, and this tray had 4 spots in it, so you could choose 4 frames out of they definitely had at least 100 that you could choose from. So it was a wide selection and I had to narrow it down to 4, which was really hard. So I ended up asking for a second frame tray and the guy kind of not gave me attitude, but I was like, excuse me. He was like, are you gonna be buying that many? And I was like, what? Cause it's super hard when you're literally changing your appearance and you're narrowing 100 pairs down to 4. That's what they expect you to do. So I asked for a second tray. He ended up giving me the second tray, and so I could narrow it down from 100 to 8. So I just knocked out 92 of them, essentially. It's not gonna be exactly 100 that they had, but that was a lot easier to do because I kind of knew the style I wanted, but I wasn't quite sure. You have to choose between rectangular or like round, you know, just like the different types, and there's different colors and there's different sizes of the rectangles and circles, and it's difficult. And so it probably took me like 15 minutes total because while they were doing this, they were also running the insurance, and since that had an issue, it gave me more time to look over the different brands and styles and stuff. So I eventually narrowed it down to 8, and then he took me over to his desk, and he was kind of distracted with the insurance thing, but he was trying to pay attention to me, which I appreciate. And he was kind of giving me his review because I'd asked him, I was like, what do you recommend with someone like me? And he recommended square, or rectangular, not squares, that would be kind of ridiculous. My 8 picks were a mix of rectangular and round frames, and he was going for the rectangular frames more because of the shape of my face. I don't know what that means, if I have a round face and I should contrast it with rectangular frames, or what it means, but I ended up choosing 1, and it was really exciting. So basically we narrowed it down to 4, which is what he wanted me to narrow it down to in the beginning anyways. So once we knocked out half of the 8 that I had selected, he took pictures of me in 4 different frames, the top 4 that we had left. And we had 3 initially, but I took 1 from the 5 that we knocked out back because he was kind of being pushy. He was like, I don't know if this is how everybody is when you get glasses, but he wanted to kind of speed up the process because he told me later that he thought I wasn't gonna like knock some out as easily, so he kind of was pushing me, which I get, you know, like not everyone can take 3 hours to choose their glasses, but it's a huge decision. You're changing your appearance permanently, essentially, because you're gonna wanna be able to see clearly. And so once we got it down to those 4, we took pictures on an iPad that he had. We were kind of comparing them, and then we knocked it down to 3, and then 2, and then 1. And in the next episode, I will reveal what lenses I got. So that was my experience. As far as the price goes, it was over $600 initially for just this 1 pair of glasses. This is definitely the most expensive pair of glasses I've ever obtained. These were $15, but the thing that drives up the price obviously is the fact that it's catered to your own eyes and it's specific to what you need. Because I'm sure if you were just to go out and get the frames themselves with like clear non-prescription lenses, then it would be way cheaper. And I also added on something to reduce the glare. So he was like showing me on an iPad, he was sliding like a window across, and like if he slid it this way on this side, it would be without this product that we offer, and then he slid it this way and it was with, so there would be a glare in this picture, and then he slid it across and it changed to no glare. It was like someone in glasses and you could see the glare and then no glare. And then I also purchased add-on for screen stuff. Like he said, usually a screen looks blue and it could affect your sleep cycle and stuff like that. He did a really good job at selling me this because I got all 3 of them, and it's supposed to reduce the strain on your eyes and stuff. And then the third thing, I forgot what it was. Oh, it's like brightness. It reduces the brightness. So he showed me traffic flow like on a freeway, and then it reduced like the headlights and stuff like that. So those were the 3 things that I purchased along with the prescription lenses and the frames to add on to the lenses to make it specifically better. So the insurance that I have is called VPS, I believe, and it knocked off over $200 of the price. So the final total for the frames and lenses plus the 3 add-ons was $428. And for us specifically, we did a LensCrafters credit card, so we're drawing out the payments. We're not doing it all full at once. So that's something cool that they offer, and I'm really, really, really excited to show you guys my glasses in the last episode, the series finale. It was 3 episodes. So come back next week so you can see that. I'll be posting the first episode today, and then the next episode a week from today, and then the last episode will be a week from this episode. So it'll be a 2-week process that you can go along with me, because he did say it would take 10 to 14 days to get the glasses in, and that starts tonight because I'm going back to LensCrafters tonight with my dad to finalize the order because my dad needs to be there. So that's really exciting, and I'm just so excited to show you guys. That's the story of episode 2, and I will see you guys next week in episode 3. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Love you. Bye.